Item Number SCP-5058. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Due to the remarkably large number of SCP-5058 instances within the general population, standard detainment strategy has been deemed ineffective. Foundation tracking devices are to be implanted into SCP-5058 instances and monitored on a regular basis. MTF Psi-3, Body Snatchers, is tasked with bringing newly discovered instances to the nearest Foundation site for medical examination and testing. Interactions with SCP-5058 instances are to be conducted by personnel with a high coefficient of cognitive resistance. Detained entities are to be tracked, amnesticized, and released to the general population. Standard disinformation campaigns are to be enacted if deemed necessary. Foundation satellite Ptolemy EF-65 is to intercept and transcribe SCP-5058's transmissions sent to the Earth's orbit. Description: SCP-5058 are entities that visually resemble Homo sapiens, humans, but possess a number of physical and behavioral alterations caused by unknown factors. SCP-5058 instances constantly demonstrate minor muscle spasms in different parts of their bodies, change facial expressions with no apparent pattern, and perform actions in an agitated, rapid manner. In most cases, SCP-5058's body language does not correspond to their speech and supposed mental state. The entities are also unable to vocalize or otherwise demonstrate signs of emotional distress under any circumstances. Notably, individuals without cognitive training or natural mimetic resistance will always perceive the instance's behavior as normal. SCP-5058's internal biology is inconsistent with that of baseline Homo sapiens. The vast majority of examined instances are missing at least one non-vital organ and possess varying abnormalities in their body and brain structure. In approximately 80% of observed cases, the entity's hippocampus and lobes differ in size and form from that of a normal individual. Presumably, such changes enhance SCP-5058's cognitive functions, such as memory and sensual perception, but the exact method is unclear. Each of the instances also possess a small, approximately 2 cm in diameter, organic growth, visually resembling a tumor, located between the cerebellum and occipital lobe. Through testing, it was discovered that the growth enables entities to emit signals similar to low-frequency radio waves. SCP-5058's transmissions consist of encrypted images and messages detailing their daily life, the latest events they deem important, conversations with fellow humans, and observations of their surroundings. The destination of the transmissions is unknown. The signals that were not intercepted soon left Earth's atmosphere, and their track was lost shortly after. The entity's biological anomalies are likewise invisible for individuals with no mimetic resistance and will typically remain undetected during medical examinations. Addendum 5058-1. Discovery Log. The first SCP-5058 instance was found during the summer of 1990 in the United States. Over the next 2 decades, 2,550 more instances were discovered in major population centers and urban areas around the world. Prior to their discovery, the entities lived an active social life, maintaining high numbers of interpersonal connections, frequently visiting public areas, and attending various gatherings. Approximately 10% of the instances also had families. In all observed cases, the individuals in contact with SCP-5058 were fully unaware of the entity's unusual behavior. The investigation into SCP-5058's origins did not reveal any conflicting data regarding the entity's identities or memories of their supposed parents. However, discovered police reports indicate that at least 20% of SCP-5058 instances previously went missing at some point in their lives, typically for a period of 1 to 3 days. Following their return, the individuals explained their absence by mundane circumstances, such as getting lost or taking a short personal vacation. Closer inspection by embedded personnel revealed that the provided information was false. Addendum 5058-2 Incident Log. At 300 hours on 2010 March 12th, Ptolemy EF-65 ceased to intercept radio signals sent by SCP-5058 instances. A malfunction was suspected, and a crew of technicians was assembled to inspect the satellite system. However, at 700 hours, the satellite became active again and started to transmit radio signals presumably of extraterrestrial origin. These transmissions were encoded identically to those received from SCP-5058. The ground personnel stationed at Site 221 immediately began transcribing the signal's contents. The employees discovered a series of images depicting the night sky, stars, planets of the solar system, and their natural satellites. Several unidentified symbols were also observed, as well as images depicting SCP-5058's daily lives sent in their previous signals. All present individuals with a high coefficient of cognitive resistance became agitated upon perceiving the images. This state gradually escalated to extreme hysteria within an hour, reportedly due to overwhelming feelings of sadness, grief, and guilt for the employees' previous actions regarding SCP-5058 and related phenomena. A total of 10 personnel were treated with sedative medication and isolated until the end of the event. At 1200 hours, it became apparent that the transmission was sent to 41 other Foundation sites in which personnel with high cognitive resistance resided. Whether it was a human mistake, a server error, or an anomalous phenomenon is currently unknown. The transmission's leakage led to 110 individuals being affected and 31 suicide attempts across the affected sites. The signal was successfully isolated and contained at 1600 hours. It is theorized that the transmission contained some sort of infohazard or memetic construct, which was aimed at bypassing human cognitive resistance. The personnel's state normalized within several hours following the incident. However, it was noted that affected people became unable to discern an SCP-5058 instance from a regular Homo sapien. The subjects also showed reluctance regarding working on any project related to SCP-5058 or discussing the incident. 80% of the interviewed asked to be reassigned immediately after their state normalized. One of the images, sent via the signal, was later found out to contain an inscription written in a mixture of several human languages. Presumably, the message was composed of words sent by SCP-5058 instances in the past transmissions. The image was replicated in the interest of safety and translated into English. Message 5058-22. Seeing, hearing, you, study, needed, let the waves go, fellow humans. End of article. I hope you enjoyed our reading today of SCP-5058. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and give other suggestions of things you'd like to hear me read. This has been Lunar Retro Reads. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.